appreciation for the track and the drivers and the jockeys and the drivers, that kind of thing. But they're also Monmouth Park. What a great place to go. That is one of my favorite places to go, and they've done a really nice job with the racetrack. But you're right, lost generation. Have you taken your son to the racetrack?
No, I haven't taken my son to the racetrack, and it is a fun time. Really, it's a lot of fun. Just the excitement, it's the excitement. You go there and you put make a couple bets or whatever, and when them horses go off, they're fun to watch. They're beautiful animals, but man, the juices start flowing, and if you winning coming down that home stretch, you're praying like anything. How many times lost by a neck or a nose? I'll tell you. Yeah.
I thought of one story, and you're going to remember this one. We went to the track. It was February 29th, and I want to say it was 90.
Pegasus.
It was Pegasus, and it was 96, right? Yeah, it was 96. And we went to the track on that day, and it was leap year. So they had a special 4-lap race. There were 5 horses in the field, okay? And our buddy Ronnie, so you have 3 places, right? He bet on the one that
finished last. I think his horse was lapped.
I remember that now. That's how bad his betting luck was.
Hey guys, Joni from Tom's River wants to know, how old do I have to be to go to that place in Tom's River?
I'm pretty sure it's like the casinos. I think you have to be 21. I'm pretty sure you have to be 21 to be there. You can go there. There's a restaurant there. You can go there. But the problem is that you can't, there's a certain area you can't go to. But I'm pretty sure it's 21 to bet. It's like the casinos in Atlantic City. You have to be 21 place to bet. So it's like that at the racetrack, too, I think.
She also wants to know, what can she bet there?
There's simulcast racing from all over the state and all over the country. You can bet pretty much. What they do is they run a full simulcast card. It's like if you go to one of these places, you've seen it in Vegas, or Atlantic City. Basically, they bring in races from other parts of the country. You can bet on tracks, New York, California, Florida. You can bet on it, and they have all the different tracks that are available. And again, I mentioned the bet on the Triple Crown races. You can bet on that. You can bet on the Breeders' Cup. You can bet on just about any horse race you want to, and it's different, and there are different types of horse races. There's quarter horse racing in New Mexico, which we don't have here. There's the racing in Florida. There's a racing down in California, Florida. There's other, Dover Downs has a track too. And then, Dover Downs is a unique facility because that's also where the NASCAR track is too. So, again, if you want to chime in, you can give us a buzz and talk about this. We're going to switch gears, I think, for a second. We're going to head to a break in just a couple of moments, but just to kind of lead in our next topic, we're talking about the world of sports. A lot of people surprised with the announcement earlier this month or late last month that Warren Wolf was going to come back to the high school coaching ranks. He is going to coach at Lakewood. You'll recall he retired a couple of years ago. He was the only coach in Brick High School history. He's decided to come back to the coaching ranks in part because, and he said this to me in an interview, he's bored. He's bored with retirement. He wants to get back into coaching. But the other thing is, has lingering resentment over Brick not hiring someone from his program, a brick boy, as he says. And that resentment is such, he's going to run for school board. We'll get Mark's thoughts on that. We'll also talk more about this subject with you. We've got some other things, and let's face it, if we're a couple of gambling guys and we're a couple of sports guys, there's got to be a Super Bowl prediction somewhere in the course of this show. You better believe it is. Stick with us. We are asking what's on your mind. I'm Tripp Rogers along with Mark Bronkowski on TomsRiver.tv.
I'm Tom Niverson with Silverton Farms, and you're watching Tom's River TV.
They brought in the extra wide cameras for the two fat guys on What's Your Mind. What's on Your Mind? I'm Tripp Rogers, along with Mark Bronkowski, and welcome in for our discussion. You can give us a call live right now. We'll take your phone calls, and also you can send us in the chat room. You can send us an email question or text us. Let us know what you think. And you have a question. We've had one of each. We've had a phone-in question. We've had somebody hit us up on the Facebook and stuff, which is pretty cool stuff. Mark, we started talking a little bit about before the break. Warren Wolf coming back to coach at Lakewood. This is a program that has been in the dumps. This is a program that has been awful. Lost 27 straight games. They have lost 70 out of 75 games. They've just been and your son James played against Lakewood a couple of years ago, and they've had a really rough go. Warren Wolf comes back. Here's a guy who you have to be totally like crawl out from under a rock, not know who Warren Wolf is, especially in terms of high school scholastic football. But he's coming back. I've talked to some people who think, well, it's not a bad idea. But I've talked to a lot of knowledgeable people who think this is not good. It could tarnish his image. What do you think?
No, I think it's great for Lakewood, especially Warren Wolf. His name alone will get kids to come out and play. That's one of the things that you find. A lot of kids, they're occupied with other things. They don't want to get involved in, But his name will get a bunch of kids to come out that probably wouldn't have played football. And let's face it, this guy's got 50 years of knowledge. He's a good coach. He's going to be good and successful anywhere he goes, and he'll make that program good. He'll probably need 2-3 years, but you'll be a powerhouse.
It's funny because in talking to him, he is excited. He's looking forward to doing this job. The one thing, though, is that you need to breed a program, and you build the program. And I learned this because when I was a softball coach with Ray Vandermeer up in Cedar Grove, you build the program younger. And I think one of the problems that Lakewood has, I don't think their younger program is really working, because I don't think they have that program. Whereas in Brick, you have the young Pop Warner programs to feed, or the feeder programs that go in. That's what Lakewood, I think, is lacking right now. And again, part of it is also because as a town, Lakewood has changed. And listen, Rich Stewart's tradition, they won a Little League World Series. People brag on Tom's River winning the Little League World Series. Well, guess what? Lakewood did it before him. Lakewood did it many years before them. You talk about a basketball program that was a state basketball under John Richardson. They were one of the best programs in the state. A football program which had some success. I thought they were going to turn to Carter when Chip LaBarca was there. But he was there, he had a little bit of success, and then he left, and of course came to Tom's River, and the program has fallen on hard times. I don't know. I hope he has a chance to finish the job. What worries me is I don't think there's going to be there's expectations for him to win, but I don't think they're going to think he's going to come in there and turn it around overnight. If he does, they're going to be ecstatic. Yeah. But the one thing, though, Brick and Lakewood do not play this year. Yeah. How'd you like to be there for that game? Warren Wolf going to Brick and going on the visitor sidelines. That's not that's not gonna go, especially if Warren wins a seat on the school board.
Yeah, he had quite a career, and it's good to see him want to come back.
It certainly makes a story, and it certainly gives you something to talk about. He said one of the things that bothered him. He went to the Lakewood Thanksgiving Day game. There were about 20 people in the stands, and he said that it sounds like a day at Pinelands. Sorry, I gotta get that Pinelands thing in there. Because your son played for a program that was struggling. That's not fun.
No, but it takes, like you said, they got to start with the kids when they're younger, and then build the program up. But you'll find what happens though. Some of the kids, if they start too young, they get tired, they get burned out. They wander off to other things. Maybe they got to go get jobs. Maybe they got to help